Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm cast outside of East Yorkshire, and today we have a 1v1 on Deadly Fun Archaeology. Over in the Space Marine corner we have Nascent, and over in the Chaos corner we have got Scouty. Scouty opening up with a plethora of cultist squads, along with a Chaos Armory and Plasma Generator, whereas the regular Space Marine player is opening up with triple Scout Marines and a Chapel Barracks. Not quite going for the Plasma Generator as of yet, potentially going for a Commander or whatnot. Scout Marines capturing their nearest and dearest, whereas obviously in the Chaos Space Marine area, a Armory does signify that they will be going for some grenade launchers at some point in the near future. We do have a Heretic moving out in the middle of the map, building up a heavy bottle turret, and wow, would you look at that, there's some servitors moving down the middle as well. They will see this heavy bottle turret, and will they walk by it, or will they, oh no, never mind, they are going to see if they can outrace the Heretic building up their own heavy bolter. So 2v1, we do have some cultists coming over here. They have got double grenade launchers. They will be able to do a fair bit of damage to these servitors, although mind you, not enough to maybe push these guys away. Heretic has moved back. Scouts from the Space Marine players push the Heretic back, leaving the Chaos heavy bottle turret currently unbuilt up. Servitors are moving back. They are both quite low health, so neither turret is being built up at the moment. Scouts, one scout versus 1, 2, 3 cultists. These scouts will be not in the best position to stay around here. This cultist is going to just chill around here, trying to build up this heavy bottle turret. Scout trying to move over to try and, I mean, mind you, it's only got like a little bit of health left. Does suicide itself in building up this heavy bottle turret. The heavy bottle turret is not been finished as of yet. They will need to send another Heretic over to build it up. A Force Commander moving through the middle, trying to see if he can push these cultists back. See what's going on around the map. Cultists capturing the relic. This strategic point over here not being captured just as of yet. Far south side is also being captured. Cultists moving over here, trying to see if they can have a look at these scouts and see if they can move these guys away. Relic also being captured. No plasma gens as of yet from the Space Marine player, so he is quite comfortable staying in the tier 1 as of yet. Heretic has moved to the centre of the map, finishing off that heavy bolter turret. Cultists over here, decapping this squad, this scout squad's strategic point. Scouts not quite going for their upgrades as of yet. I mean, we don't see any armies going there, although we do see a Space Marine squad currently cooking in the Chapel Barracks. Cultists reinforcing their numbers. Heavy bottle turret firmly in place now. Nothing that the Space Marine player can do to push it away as of yet. Nothing amazing going on in the bases. These cultists have decapped this point, but they won't try and bother recapping it. These scouts over here trying to cap this relic. These cultists will probably have something to say about it though, although the Force Commander over here is going to see if he can help those boys out. Space Marines over here, 5 apiece, pushing away these cultists. Only 2 of them at the moment. 1 model left. Do manage to reinforce just in the nick of time there. Scouts over here, seeing what they can see about these cultists. Force Commander forcing these boys back. We do have a Plasma Generator being built up by the Space Marine player as well. These Space Marines here going to cut these guys down. It does look like it's going to be a full entire squad wipe here. And these cultists don't want to push too far ahead in the base. More cultists coming from the desecrated stronghold. So no Chaos Space Marines at the moment. Just pure, unbridled, human against augmented human. I suppose cultists, are they even human? I suppose that is a position that the Inquisitors and the Witch Hunters would take. Force Commander firing his bolt pistol at these guys and girls. Space Marines quite resistant to the grenade launchers, although there are 3 models with half health. We'll need to be careful with those. They are quite expensive to repair or replace, sorry, compared to the cultists. There are some scout squads over here moving through a listening post over here, but they won't bother trying to take it all down. They don't have that much in the way of DPS. Plasma Generator firmly at the front for the Chaos player. We do have some shooty bits on this listening post as well. 92 and 20 compared to the Chaos's 92 and 10. So very, what's the word? Very even at this present moment in time. More heretics coming out. Cultists chasing away these scouts. Force commander still standing around here. And this heavy bottle turret really giving the Chaos player a major defensive boon, shall we say, in this general area. We've got a critical location and a listening post that this heavy bottle turret has major dividends in helping predict. I do apologise, I've just finished playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons. There's been lots of alcohol. I've realised I haven't made the recordings for this week, so I'm a little bit drunk while doing these recordings, but that's fine. That is fine. My stutter will survive. We have a monastery add-on, so tier 2, and a armory going for an ascent. We've also got tier 2 going for chaos as well, so both players going for tier 2 at a relatively similar time. These Space Marines over here with the armory probably going to go for some heavy bolters. This Force Commander being able to eat up loads of these grenade launchers. We'll be able to shoot down the boy from a distance. Armory being finished. Bionics and a plasma pistol being upgraded for these guys. No heavy bolters as of yet. A second Space Marine squad coming over. Tier 2 just finishing for the Space Marine player. They are going for 4 plasma gens. And tier 2 just finishing for the Chaos player as well. And we are seeing instantly a machine pit, so very good macro, shall we say, from the Chaos player. No big stuff coming from the Space Marine player at the moment, but although they are going for some frag grenades. And there we go, a machine pit as well. And I quite like how it's like almost like bipolar opposite. Same area, same building. This heavy bottle turret being upgraded with some missiles. So they are expecting some machine cults from the Space Marine player. We also do have some missile launchers. One missile launcher on this squad over here, and a missile launcher on this squad over here as well. It's not committing either Space Marine to pure anti-building or anti-tank just yet. Scouts moving down south, looking at this cultist squad, trying to prevent them from decapping their critical location. They will be able to cut down a few boys, although their DPS isn't enough to prevent them from decapping this critical location. Although it does look like that they will potentially get a squad wipe. And there we go, one whole squad wipe, which is ideal for the Space Marine player. We do have a Defiler on the field at the moment, which, by the by, wonderful colour scheme for these models on the Chaos Space Marine army. Reminds me very much of a drumstick, if you're familiar with the Sweetie in England. I don't know if people in Europe or America or Oceania or whatever other place in the world have drumsticks, but drumsticks are very much that. Have a little thing, like a little stick of sugar that you lick, and stick into more sugar. A sweet treat for all the family. Scouts just chilling out down the south end. Does some shooty bits on the external listening posts of the Chaos. Cultist infiltration skill going in as well, so we will need to see some. Although, mind you, predicting what the Chaos is going to do, the Space Marine player has gone for some skull probes, which is very, very good. Dove Bionics level 2 and power weapons going for the Force Commander. This listening post over here will be shot down. Although, with only two, although mind you, 2 missile launchers there and 2 there, so a grand total of 4 missile launchers, they will be able to cut through the armour of this listening post with relative ease. Although these defilers will make gradual damage. Artillery doesn't do an amazing amount of damage, especially against heavy infantry. But I mean, mind you, in the grand scheme of things, any damage is better than no damage. A Chaos Sorcerer is out. Still no barracks for the Chaos Space Marine player. We'll be focusing on cultists, machines, and possibly demons. These cultists over here being shot down by a land speeder Tempest equipped with crack missiles. A horror squad jumping in. Got 104 and 79 compared to the 92 and 40. So definitely an advantage from the Chaos perspective. 3 Defilers out. We do have some Assault Marines on the field. And some more Land Speeder Tempests. So these Defilers are going to be quite careful. They are very chunky machines. And they will hold up to a lot of damage to everything that the Space Marine player is building or will build. You just never know. I've seen in the past loads of Defilers in loads of past games holding the line, but then all of a sudden, a little cheeky squad round the corner piles them in with a couple of missiles, and they do fall down. Cultists over here being cut down very quickly. Double Land Speeders and double Space Marines. The Rhino transport still holding firm. Like I said, every single time that the Chaos Space Marine player has even vision of them, the Defilers will throw down. Lots of cultists over here. Oh, they are invisible. Hold on, let me swap over to the Chaos side so we can actually see what their units are actually doing. They do have some horrors. Horrors will be able to make mincemeat of these Land Speeders. Listening post over here. The Space Marine player using their manoeuvrability given by the Rhino transport, keeping that Assault Marine squad nearby in case they need to use it to tie up any long-range units. Although the decent distance that these Defilers can throw their bombs at these guys will slowly but surely chunk through their health. Land Speeder Tempest on a sliver of health, engaging with this listening post. They have a second, well, I suppose a third one. A second one probably fell somewhere around here. But this Land Speeder Tempest trying to tie these guys up. Horror Squad will make a short work of that vehicle. And Horrors and Cultists are going to look at these Assault Marines. They have decapped this point over here. Well, they're being flanked by a second Cultist squad. They will have to choose their targets quite carefully. They will end up focusing on the Horror Squad, which is probably exactly what they want, to keep the Rhino transport on the Land Speeder Tempest online. Anything exciting going on the base would have Tier 3 going for the Space Marine player, and Tier 3 going for the Chaos player. So very, very amazing timings from both these players, able to keep their tech on par with each other, which is very impressive. Something I couldn't do. More Horrors jumping around the back and round the front. This Rhino transport needs to get out of there as quickly as humanly possible. Health is quite low, being caught in between these cultists and their own Assault Marines. These guys are going to jump out, see if they can focus down on the Horror Squads. Defilers continuously throwing down all they can. Assault Marines now only with 2 models left. And the Space Marines, while making a very good initial push and decapping this strategic point over here, they're now being pushed back towards their own nearest and dearest. A second Rhino being pushed out. I do believe there we go, the Force Commander has got his Thunder Hammer out. So any Demon units, like Demon Princes or, what do you call them, the Greater Demon of Khorne, if he comes out, the Force Commander will be able to do a sizable amount of damage to him. Tier 3 finishing for the Space Marine player, and Tier 3 for the Chaos player also being finished. Defiler being caught in position. Like I say earlier on, these Defilers can take a whole whack of damage, but all it takes is just a couple of units round the corners, around the sides to fire at them. They will be knocked down fairly quickly. Some Predators coming down now as well, and an orbital relay. So some potential flanking in the form of a Dreadnought in the back lines of the Chaos player. Heretic moving around here, going to fix this listening post. Cultists chilling out, capturing this relic. Defilers beating back that Servitor skull. And double Space Marines are going to chunk this boy down to half health very quickly. More missiles coming out. Last two missiles not quite missing. If even one of those missiles hit, that Defiler would have gone down. This Heretic is going to Gangnam style this Defiler back to full health. Possessed Marines coming out now. Very, very difficult squad to deal with. Needs to keep their distance. Heavy bolts turret firing away. Predator also doing the same. Obliterators coming out as well. Possessed Marines are just not a happy customer for a Space Marine player. They cut through anything and everything they come in contact with, especially with Obliterator support. Horrors, not quite sure what they're firing at. They're just kind of going for the Servitor skull over here. Will change their target towards listening post. One singular Defiler firing in. Chaos Sorcerer as well joining in, although not throwing any major spells as of yet. Lots of Space Marines over here fallen. Terminator squad being spawned, teleported in round the side. These Obliterators do need to be hunkered down and bothered, otherwise they will continue being amazing at killing absolutely everything. Obliterators are a bit of a wild card. If you can keep them alive, absolutely useful squad, but from the moment they are tied up, their cost value goes down quite considerably. But so far Space Marine players not engaging with them at the moment. Those assault squads are not being used. I mean, I assume that they've been taken down at some point in this battle. Possessed Marines over here going around the flanks. We're focused down on this listening post. Space Marine player is in a lot of bother. We'll have to use these Terminators to some sort of effect. Anything else been built up at the moment? No, not quite. Do have a Space Marine squad with their Sergeant on the far end. Chaos falling back to the orbital bombardment. And it all goes relatively quiet, providing the Space Marine player a little bit of breathing room. They do have two Predators, which are amazing against most things straight off the bat. Will need to repair them though. These there we go, the Assault Marines. They haven't died yet, they've just been busy doing other things. Going to attempt to destroy this listening post before it is built up. Heretic just continuously building it. Space Marine player just hoping that the Chaos don't charge, because at the moment, looking at the current unit composition with Chaos Predators, Defilers, Obliterators, and Possessed wherever they are, is quite the good unit composition to push through this Space Marine line. The Space Marines will just have to try and dissuade them from pushing forward too much while they build up their own forces. We have a Sacred Artifact going down for the Space Marine player, so some potential hero-focused shenanigans coming round. Possessed Marines moving around the flank, focusing down these plasma generators. Predators trying to shoot them down, although they are quite healthy boys. It will take a lot of firepower to take them down. Doesn't seem like they've been upgraded with their flames from the mouth. So it will take them a little bit longer than normal to take down a building. But just their base damage is quite impressive. Obliterators moving around the right side, taking down this Sacred Artifact. And this listing post over here will also probably go down to the immense fire of double Defilers, Obliterators, and a Chaos Predator. We do have a Terminator squad. They will be able to hold the line for quite some time. A Dreadnought is also on its way out as well, if the Space Marine player can have the resources. 171 and 78 compared to 81 and 49. Oh, well, never mind. That's Space Marine player is miles behind in economic standards. Double Predators still online, cutting their way through the low health of the models left in the Obliterator squad. This Predator is going to chase after until realising, holy shit, there's like triple machines as well as the Chaos Rhino and Horrors. Space Marine player is just holding on for dear life at this point. Two Possessed Marines still on the field on auto replenish. This Chaos Predator moving around the sand, taking out some plasma gens as we speak. Another Servitor being built from the regular Space Marine base. We do have a Demon Prince summoning also going in, as well as Demonic Fire. So with that Demonic Fire, the Possessed Marines, if they even survived, wherever they are, which I can't really see them on the mini-map, doesn't seem like they survived. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, never mind. They are over here. So soon they will be equipped with their flamers, or mouth flamers, should I say. And they will do a number on all these Marines and Terminators.
5 minutes until control area victory.
5 minutes until taking hold victory. That's the blue one, and 2 minutes till the critical location. So Space Marine player will need to push out at some point to deny Scouty the
until taken hold victory.
critical location victory.
Scouts reporting for duty.
Scouts been built up.
Scouts ready.
Anything exciting? Heavy bottle turret. Machine cut has not been replaced as of yet. Bloodthirster now been researched. So that does imply that this Chaos Sorcerer over here is either going to turn into a Demon Prince or a... Oh, never mind. Demon Prince over here being summoned. And I imagine that once the Space Marine player sees the Demon Prince marching down the centre of the battlefield, flanked by his Possessed Marines and Chaos Predators, there won't be much for him to do. And there we go, he sees it. And he will throw out the GG. So lots of action smack bang in the middle of this map. Very impressed by both players. But yeah, cool stuff. Anyway, my name's Mr. Landchat. Pleasure as always, never chart. And I will see you in a bit. Peace.